Hi, this is Vicky, also known as DragonflySoars. Today is Wednesday, March 6th. It is 5:30. Yes, I'm recording this on Wednesday. I had a couple of things come up. One, I was sick, and if you had tried to listen to me earlier this week, I had almost no voice at all, and I was extremely stuffed up, so I sounded like this. And it would not have been pleasant for anybody. So, the other thing that came up is that my laptop that I use is actually my one from work, and it was taken away by IT on Monday to be upgraded. So I have a new laptop now, and hopefully that means that some of the processing things will go a little faster, but I don't know, maybe not much, because a lot of the time is the actual upload, and that's more to do with my internet connection. So, it actually worked out because I worked half of Monday and decided it was just not good. And the guy said, I have your new laptop, but I need to take your old laptop away, and I need it for about 4 hours. And I said, you can come and take it away and have it for the rest of the day, and I won't be tempted to try to work from home. And then I ended up staying home Tuesday too, because I just was not doing good. And because I didn't have a laptop, I didn't try to work from home, so I actually slept when I needed to sleep. So, unfortunately, I started getting sick last week while I was at my parents', and my dad's sick to some extent, and my mom is sick, and I feel bad. I wasn't sick when I went to their house. I was feeling kind of tired, but nothing abnormal. In fact, last Wednesday, I worked from home because there was snow, and I live in a condo, and they hadn't come to plow us out yet, and even though I could shovel my own driveway, I could not and would not shovel the entire drive from my driveway out to the street. So, I stayed home. Then I got to actually leave a little early, get to their house a little early, and miss most of a snowstorm. So I kind of hit the window in between. I have been doing stuff though, and because of the birthstone along, I actually was kind of pushing through. So one of the things I did. Hi, you're not really helping. I wouldn't count my malice as done until it was blocked, which meant I had to block it before I left to go to my parents', or I wouldn't be able to block it before I woke up March 1st. So I did block it. It is here. You can now see how well the lace opened up. I did not use blocking wires to stretch this. I just soaked it, and then I just laid it out flat. It seemed to open up plenty big. When I laid it out, it was about 8 feet across. Because I didn't pin it in place, it actually contracted back. So now it's more about 7 feet across. But it's huge. So, but I wanted this to be kind of like for curling up when I'm watching TV, because the way the heat is in my house, the downstairs can be cold while the upstairs is boiling. So this will help. I'm going to post some pictures here. So those pictures were taken by my son on February 28th, and I wanted him to take a few pictures, and he took 3, and he said, all done, and I'm like, are you sure? Are they good? And then I looked at them, and I'm like, wow, they were very nice pictures. The only thing is, if you happen to notice, I actually had the shawl on inside out the entire time. That was not his fault. That was mine. So, but they were really good pictures of me and the shawl. So I thought he did a great job. So I got that done because I wanted to get it done, blocked, photoed, so I could put it up on the February Amethyst thread. I also took my spinning wheel to my parents, the portable one, so that I could finish plying my fiber optic. As you can see, there's a major portion of purple variegating in here. Because I did 2 different braids and did a bobbin of each, they of course don't change color at exactly the same point, which actually means that the color change is even more gradual. From the red to the purple to the blue, there's these transition sections that didn't exist in the braid as much, because if you look, they're actually different colors. I got about 600 yards. I didn't have my 2-yard nitty knotty with me, so I kind of fudged something and wrapped this around the legs of a chair. Here, I'll show pictures. So I had the chair upside down, and I had a box under it too, so it would be a little more upright. I had a dowel that I found at my parents' house stuck through the bobbin, and then I stuck a plastic nut on one end so that the bobbin wouldn't fall off the other side, and I basically went around like this. And periodically, because the chair legs are slanted, it would fall, but it worked out okay. Anyway, judging by the distance around the chair legs, this is about 600 yards. So I'm not sure what to do with it. It's all over the place. It goes from, here's totally different sections. There's thin and there's thicker. It really goes thick to thin. It also depends on what end of I was at. Remember, I did this on 2 different wheels. I did one bobbin on one wheel, one bobbin on another wheel. So it's a little different throughout. But I really like how it came out. So now I'm kind of looking for the perfect project, and I think if I find something that's maybe like a heavy fingering or sport weight, it'll work. So, or, yeah, I don't know. But I got it done. I took it to my parents' house and got it done because I wanted to make sure I got it in the February thread. And I was not the only one. Lots of you were getting things done at the last minute. It was really kind of awesome. We were all cheering on, her Ravelry name is Carrot Neck. I don't know what her real name is. Because she had some mitts and she was determined to get them done, and we were all going, okay, you could do it, you could do it. In fact, when my mom got home from work late on the 28th, she said, oh, I hope that woman got her mitts done. And I said, she did, she did. So we were all cheering her on. But since we're talking about this, we can draw for the prize. Now, this is Lotus Yarns, Blood Flowers in the Buddha colorway. Tiggy, down. This is not the time. Along with the purple, there's 8 stitch markers. The purple stitch markers. I don't have anything for you. So, I have said that if I win, I get a chance to get myself a present. Mom and Tiff have opted out. Tiff partially because she already had that yarn. So, there are 91 posts. I think a couple might have been deleted, and I did say you have to be a member of the group. I didn't see anybody who wasn't a member of the group post in this, so we'll just hope for the best. So the first post is the one where I tell you what the prize is and all about what amethysts are and what they represent. So I'm going to do 2 through 91. And it generated 82, which is on the last page. That is Crazy Jane. It's actually CRZ Jane. So that is Crazy Jane, and so Jane, make sure you send me your full name and your address so I know where to send this. As long as we're talking about the birthstone cowl, our next one is aquamarine, which is like this color. These are the stitch markers you can win. It's a very pale blue. And I just like with the previous ones, I'm not super picky as long as you can tell that the color's in it. So people have been posting variations of light blues and some blue-green, because a lot of us think of aquamarine as a blue-green. I posted some sample pictures, so you can go on the thread and look. But our prize is from Mavie, and it is the aquamarine stitch markers, and they came in this little drawstring bag. So you get the stitch markers with the little drawstring bag, which is very cute. It is from, let me see, Lum Lum Tree is the Etsy shop. So that is the prize for March. Already a bunch of people are posting things in the March thread. In fact, Mom posted a doll, and I will say, just like everybody else, you know, this one was a work in progress that got finished in March. And that's one of the things, is if you've got something that's either been lingering, or if you know you have a big project and you want to kind of aim for a month and say, okay, I really want to get this done by, I've got this pink project and I really want to get it done by July. It's kind of that incentive to do it to finish it in the July Ruby month. Well, that was kind of this. It was a doll that had gotten put on hold last December because she ran out of the crochet cotton. She had gotten more than the pattern called for, and she still ran out. So, and then she couldn't find any more. So she finally got some more and finished her project. And this is the doll for March. So that one was actually a very big project, because there's the doll, and it's a pregnant midge doll. So it's the pregnant midge with her bassinet, you know, kind of preparing for baby. So it was the doll, the bassinet. There was a lot more to it. So she finally got the crochet thread, and it worked out perfectly to finish in March. And that means she can kind of get ahead on some of the other ones, because some of the dolls take a long time, and she doesn't need to be stressing about getting them done. I'm really sorry about the coughing this time. I don't feel horrible, but my throat is really dry. I have not decided what I'm going to do for my project for March, but I have decided my spinning will be this fiber. This is from, I have no idea how to pronounce this. You guys can look. It is a colorway that was in the Fat Fiber Greek Mythology box, and best friend bought it for me for Christmas. And it is, and he actually picked out this color. He bought two things from this seller. One was one I had bookmarked as a favorite, and then he saw this one and he liked this one, so he bought this one as well. And it's got a lot of light blue running through it, and the blue does stand out, so I'm hoping that the blue will continue to stand out when I spin it. But This is my March spinning. Oh. So, what else have I gotten done? Well, last week, while I was visiting my parents, my son and I did go see Jack the Giant Slayer, and I took the twitchy socks with me. I didn't get a whole lot done. I think I was in the black or just finishing the black when you last saw them. But they made some progress. I haven't gone anywhere where I'm really pulling them out. They're always in my purse, but I'm not necessarily pulling them out for anything. I also did make significant progress on the sleeping, here, I'll pull it out, the Sleeping Baby's Castle Blanket. So, this is designed by Sally Rainey of the Rainey Sisters. I don't think I normally say that. So, because I was homesick and because I was at my parents', I had some time to just kind of plod through this. So, all of the bottom section of turret cables are done, and a good portion of the castle is done. It's a little over halfway through the castle. You can see, if I can figure out how to balance this, these are the stained glass windows. This is the door with the stained glass. There's a vine going up the side. So I'm really happy with how it's coming out. So basically on this picture, I'm right here. I just finished that little eyelet row. So right now, this is not a project I can easily carry with me because I need to be looking at the chart every row. The chart, it's not a hard chart, but I do need to look at it every row. When I'm tired, I struggle with it because it has, because of reversing some things for the wrong side. But it's going really well. So, until I'm above the castle and back on the top portion of the cables, it's not a carry-along project. So because of that, I started this one. This is the TGV, High Speed Knitting. This is the knit-along for the CJ Copic retreat. And I decided, I don't remember if I told you guys or not, but I decided to use my CJ Copic willy-nilly yarn that I bought recently to do this. So, it's that far. It is essentially garter stitch with 3 increases every row. So the rows are increasing in size quickly, but the width is not necessarily increasing quickly, and it's not quite movie knitting because I can't do the increases without looking. I don't know. I will probably finish it because it's a knit along for the retreat. I have a feeling if I was doing it for myself, I would have already said, never mind, and given up on it. It's a little long and dull, and you do garter stitch until you're halfway through the ball, and I have a long way to go before I'm halfway through the ball. So, but I do think it's coming out very pretty. I think when it's done, it will be nice and squishy and colorful, and go with a lot of things. I'm going to post a picture here of the TGV shawl and the baby blanket. The blanket is from a day or so ago, so it's a little less than what you just saw. Okay, so before I draw for the snuggles, I wanted to put a reminder that April 6th and 7th is YarnCon in the Chicago area. I have that linked in the show notes. So I have not looked at the vendor list. So far, the only one I know for sure is Pitaloot bags. But I think I'm going to go down at least one of the days. But I haven't actually made big plans. I just have it on the calendar. In fact, I might see if I can convince best friend to go down with me for a while and then do something else in Chicago. So there's that. And I also wanted to let you know that next week is our 2-year podiversary. It's actually March 12th, and which I think is, yeah, March 12th is Tuesday. March 11th is when I'll record, but that will be our 2-year podiversary. I haven't decided what I want to do for that yet, but we will have some sort of prize drawing. All right, so going into the snuggles, good news, when Sadie closed the thread and counted up the number of snuggles, there were 453. Last year was just under 400. I think it was like 390 something. But this year was 453, so we actually did better than last year. I know at the end there was a big rush, and I don't have any idea what the counts were anymore, but I am extremely proud. I know we had over 40 for our group, because the last time I counted there was 41, and I believe there were more entries after that. So I'm really proud. We had so many entries that if we do this again next year I will actually do like everybody else and not do the double dipping. So, and just let us contend. So, but I'm really proud of everybody. So I am going to draw for the Snuggles prizes. There are 2 prizes. There is the kitty prize, which is the kitty bag and the kitty stitch markers. And there is the puppy bag with the puppy stitch markers. Now, I'm going to let you know the stitch markers like this. They all have little jump rings like this, except one of them came to me without a jump ring. It wasn't in the package or anything. I even double checked. So I'm actually going to be changing out these rings, and when I do, it won't be a split jump ring anymore. It'll actually be half of a toggle. Now these said that they would fit a size 11. The new ones will fit up to a size 10.5. I figured that was okay. And because the new one is not split, it won't catch on yarn. So I still have to change the puppy ones over. And Mom probably would have done it for me. But when I was at her house, I said, oh crap, I forgot them at home. Later I realized, no, I actually did have them with me. I had thrown them into the bag holding the sleeping baby blanket. I threw it in the side pocket so that I would have them with me. Anyway, so I'm going to draw for 2 prizes. There's a kitty one and a puppy one. The first person to contact me gets first choice of puppy or kitty, and then the other person gets the one that's left. Now, if you really don't care, you could let me know that, and then maybe we'll negotiate in case the second person really wants one of them. But for basically first person to contact me gets first choice. All right, so I'm going to do 2 through 102 here. Now I do think on this one we might have some people who are guests. I'm sorry if you're a guest. You can't win. And I know for a fact there are some deleted posts because there was a couple people who accidentally posted their first don't along into the Snuggles project, and vice versa for that matter. So, alright. Clear out the old one. 2 through 102. First number is 4. I'm also going to say that you can only win once. Sorry, that was Tiff zinging me about something. 4 is Netta. NSDRD. Actually, she's one of my Draw Something friends. There's only a couple of us that still play. So, Netta, you have first. You can win one of the prizes. If you contact me first, you get first choice. All right. Doing the. I'm going to generate again. Next one is 37. Because these are so picture intensive, they take a little longer. This one is Charity Rose. I'll see if I can increase this enough. Small Snuggle, Kitty approved. I love that picture. So, Charity Rose, you also won for a Snuggle prize. So, Netta and Charity Rose, you need to contact me with full name and address, and then also let me know which one you prefer, cat or dog prize package. So that is everything for now. Congratulations to everybody. I think that's it. That's everything on my show notes list. So, I hope you guys have a good week. I hope this uploads quickly. And next week should be back on track on Monday. Bye now.